once again, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a video that you may have seen before. I've decided to refilm my Bad Sephora Experience video because I got so much overwhelming hate on the first video, and also because people did not really understand the reason that I was mad. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe people did understand and they just didn't think it was a good enough reason to make a video. Well, guess what, I'm making another video. So if you haven't seen this video, then you can watch this video. If you have seen it, maybe watch the video and reevaluate the opinion that you may have had about the first video, because I'm going to explain things a little bit better, hopefully, this time. So let's just get started. Okay, so I made this video around this time last year, I believe. I'll have to look at the original video to check, but by the time this video is up, I will have privated the old video. I'm not going to leave both videos up. Basically, what happened is I ordered the Urban Decay Vice 3, I'm pretty sure it was the Vice 3 palette. I got mine and swatched it and tried to, use it on my eyes, and it just wasn't up to Urban Decay standards for me. Wasn't up to par for the price, which I was really upset about because I had the opportunity to buy the original Mega Pro 1 from Lorac, and I missed that opportunity because I chose to buy this Urban Decay palette instead. That's neither here nor there, but that enhanced my anger. This story takes place in holiday 2014, I believe. Yeah, that seems right. Okay, so that's when all of this is happening. So I had never really returned anything to Sephora before, so I was not super, up to date on their policies, or I didn't really know what their policy was. So I went online and I did some research, and I learned that if you order something online from Sephora, you can take it into the store to get your money back, which I was totally excited about because there's a JCPenney that has a Sephora in it in my mall. So that's where I went, and I did not know at this time that JCPenney Sephoras have different policies apparently than freestanding Sephoras, because I've never seen a freestanding Sephora in my life, never been to one, just the one in my JCPenney. So I like I said, I read online their policy. It didn't say anything about Sephora and JCPenney being different on the Sephora website. I don't know if that's changed or if it's still like that. I'm not really sure. But anyway, I took my box that the palette came in. The palette had all the samples. I had everything because I didn't know what I would have to return. Like if it was everything, just the palette with the samples, I didn't know. So I take it into the JCPenney. Here's where the problem comes in. Okay, I'm just going to clarify this before I tell this part of the story. A lot of people were getting so super mad at me on the first video because they thought that I was mad about the policy. The policy in the store is not the problem that I have. The problem I have is with the customer service or lack thereof that I was given. So, took my stuff into the Sephora in JCPenney, and I walked up to the cash register, which is where like the only girl in the store was that I could see. There's like different displays, so it's like hard to see where people are. So I just walked to the cash register because I didn't see anybody else in the store. And I walked up there with my stuff and I was like, hey, I need to return this. I ordered it online and I just want to return it in store. And she was like, okay, that's fine. And she was like training a girl at this register, so she was like going step by step, showing her the return process, which was fine. And at one point I heard her say something along the lines of, like, she took the packing slip out, which is what you were supposed to bring. It said on Sephora's website, bring the packing slip with like, it proves that you bought this online, and That's what you need to make an in-store purchase or return, since you don't have the receipt like you would get in store. So I was standing there and I could hear what they were saying, and she was like talking to the girl that she was training, and she was like, so since we have a packing slip, this is not like a real receipt, so we can only give in-store credit. We can't give back like cash or the original form of like purchase, which in my case was my mom's debit card. She was getting me that for Christmas that year. So I kind of just like was like, what do you mean? So then she turned to me and she was like, we can only give you in-store credit, like we can't give you cash or your original form of payment. And I didn't really want in-store credit because they didn't carry Lorac, which I was going to use that money to get the Lorac Mega Pro original one, but because I didn't know that it was out of stock at that time. And my Sephora does not carry Lorac. I don't know if all or more Sephoras carry Lorac, but I've never seen it there. So I was like, I told her, I was really nice. I was like, I mean, I could be wrong, but I went on Sephora's website and I read that if I have my packing slip, then I can just get cash back or I can get my original payment method back. And she was like, no. And I was like waiting for her to explain, and she was like, no, we can't do it. And I was like, why can't you do it? And she was like, I just can't. Like, you can only get store credit back. And I was like, okay. Like, she was kind of being rude, and I was just like, was not expecting this. So after a few more minutes of just being like, why can't I? It says it on Sephora's website, like I should be able to get my money back. I don't want the in-store credit. She was like, well, you have to get the in-store credit. Like, that's all we can do for you. And I was just like, fine, just give me the in-store credit then. And she put it on like a little gift card or whatever, and she gave it to me, and she was like, there you go. Like, not like a thank you, not like here you go, like, here. And I was just like, okay. So I left with a very bad taste in my mouth. I was pretty mad, pretty peeved about it. I was with my mom that day. We were getting like other Christmas presents and stuff for people. So we were just there, and we went to go eat in the food court, and after I ate, I was still like pretty upset about it. And I was talking to her, and I was like, I don't really want this in-store credit. And she was like, well, you shouldn't have took the in-store credit. And I was like, well, she made it sound like that's the only choice I have. Like, either take this or you can't return this. And I mean, it's better than nothing. At that time, I didn't really know that you could just, like, mail it in. Like, I wasn't really, I don't know. I read up on the in-store return policy. I didn't read about the, like, mailing it back because, like, that just never crossed my mind. So I guess that kind of is my bad, but I was more upset with like the way the girl acted toward me than the policy, because she didn't explain at first that there was a policy because they were inside of JCPenney. Like, she didn't. So what I did after that was I called corporate. I called the corporate office, and I spoke to a really nice lady, and she informed me that they should be able to do what I wanted. Like, they should have been able to give you back cash or your original payment method. And I was like, well, then why did that girl tell me that she couldn't? She was like, I don't know. She seemed to have lied to you, and I'm really sorry that she did that because she's not supposed to. So I was kind of really, like, even more upset, because it's like, why? Why would this girl argue with me for like 10 to 15 minutes about how she can't give me my cash or payment method back, and then just like, she's just like, we just can't. Like, she wouldn't explain, she wouldn't do anything, and corporate was like, should have been able to do that. So I don't know. What is the truth? I don't know. I just like assumed what corporate told me, so I was mad. So I asked corporate, I was like, well, they put it on the gift card. Can I like take it back and try to get them to give me like cash back or the item back? And she was like, she's told me that she didn't think that they would give me cash back now, especially since they wouldn't to begin with, and she would just like suggest getting the item back and then shipping it back. And I was like, good idea. So I went back to the store and I like confronted the girl. Sorry, my phone's lighting up. I'm very confused. And I like confronted the girl and I was like, hey, I called corporate and they said that you could have given me my cash back or original payment method. So here's this gift card. I don't really want this. Can I either get my money or get that pallet back so I can ship it back? And the girl was like, she was like looking at me for a few minutes and she was like, well, if you didn't want it on the gift card, why did you tell me to put it on the gift card? What? If I didn't want it on the gift card, why did I tell her to put it on the gift card? I was like, what do you mean? She was the one who said, I can only give you this back on the gift card. It's the gift card or it's nothing. So obviously, if you're made to believe that you have one choice, what choice are you gonna make? The only choice. So I was like mad at this point because like she basically lied to my face as far as I know. To begin with, she like basically forced me to put this on a gift card, and then she tried to tell me that I'm the one who wanted to put it on the gift card. Show me the receipts. Where did I tell you to put it on the gift card? I'll tell you where you can put the gift card. No, I'm sorry, I'm gonna bring it down. Like what? So after like arguing back and forth with her again, I was like, I don't want this gift card. I just want the thing back. At this point, I'm done with you. I'm done with this store. I'm not doing it anymore. And I was just like, just take the gift card back and like reverse the refund. Just reverse it. So she's like, I don't know if I can do that. And I was like, what do you mean? Now what? She's like, I'm gonna have to go upstairs and speak to the manager. And I'm like, well then do it. Just go. Go. So she goes up, I don't know, to speak to the manager. And she comes back like 20 minutes later and she's like, okay, well they said that I could do the refund, like reverse the refund. And I'm like, yeah, you can. So go ahead. So she reversed the refund, took back the little stupid card or whatever, and then gave me back the palette and all that stuff, and I shipped it back and I got a refund within like 4 weeks. It took a really long time. I don't know. It was crazy. So just moral of this story, oh, and apparently JCPenney has like some kind of policy where they can't refund original like form of payment or cash for an online order because, I don't know, they're dumb. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm just telling you what this crazy woman told me as she was being very rude to me. But corporate said that they can do that, so I don't really know what's the truth. What is the truth? I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not mad about the policy. I'm mad about the way the girl acted toward me and the way she treated me. So, before you leave a hate comment or dislike this video, just know that. Now I know these policies. I don't know if that's actually how JCPenney works. I have no clue, but I will tell you. I have been back to that Sephora, and that girl doesn't work there anymore. I don't know if it's because of this or the complaint that I put into corporate, or if she's just done terrible things to other people and treated them very rudely. I don't know, but she definitely should not have been training that girl because she was not a good example. Anyways, moral of the story is sometimes in retail there are just bad eggs. Thank you guys so much for joining me again today. Leave me a like if you like this video, comment down below, and subscribe because I make new videos every Monday and Friday. Thank you guys once again so much for joining me today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!